Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Denmark. During the previous episode I said that off camera I'd rework our tile assignments and specialist slot assignments, but because after the happiness drop during the previous episode, our happiness was like steadily rising. I don't think that we have to do it yet, so we'll play today. Keep an eye on the happiness, and if it drops too low, I will again rework all these assignments before the next episode, but I think we don't have to do it yet. Also, we should enter a golden age during this episode, so that will again increase our happiness pretty significantly. So I think for a while we should be fine. Goals for this episode, that's pretty simple: get Salamanca and then move east as far as possible. See how difficult it will be if Spain is finally running out of units, or if they're just preparing for another major counterattack. Now with cruisers it could be even more difficult, but we'll see. Cruisers are more expensive to replace, of course, than corvettes and frigates, so maybe it's a good thing they got to another technological level, because they will run out of resources faster this way. We'll see. Where do we start? That's a good question. I think we start, well, here. That's pretty easy. We just move back. And then the hard part. Let's see. I want to take Salamanca first. Okay, that wasn't enough. But this should be enough. I don't want to use any ships to attack the city. I just want melee units that can't do anything else. There we go. Well, now we dropped to -5, but that was to be expected. Let's check the city. Didn't lose that many buildings, but I'll only puppet it. At this point, I can't afford to annex too many cities, because the cost of our social policies is just getting way too high. I think I'll only annex like capital cities. Okay, fortify. What about our damage units? We can just wait, and once we gain control over this island, we can probably use that to heal our damaged land units. And okay, we got 10,000 gold from this, which is insane. And yet, 2,700 golden age points is enough for us to enter golden age. 2,700 faith is nice. A ton of culture, science. Okay, great. Now, what do we do with our faith? First of all, let me check. Can I use admirals with one charge, or the discovery voyage, or how it's called? See, I can't. I can only use them for repairs. I would have to have 2 charges if I wanted to get luxuries for my admirals, so that's not an option. I think. So let's check our tenants. Maybe I should have done this before I started recording, but well, too late for that. I want to get to police state as quickly as possible. So I think I'll just burn all this faith on a writer. Actually, it's still not enough to get the writer. Wow. This is probably gonna be the last writer we get. You have to wait another like 5 turns. Fine. Let's wait for that. We'll just move back, I think. Let's start up here. I'm thinking how aggressive I can afford to be. Probably move the Admiral. Move back. That's a kill. Back. 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 Okay, so far so good. I can move even closer. How many ironclads do we have available for this? Probably don't want to move too far. Okay, one more ironclad at full health. Here is one. So, fortify. This is the line that we're gonna hold for this turn. We still should have some cruisers that can attack. So what do we want to get rid of? Probably this corvette. And now we do some damage to the land units. Still two more attacks. Okay. We have a land unit that could kill the facility. We do, but then we'd probably lose our own unit. So that sounds like a bad idea. Let's provide cover here. This is probably just one random corvette. And you don't have to worry about it. I'd feel much safer if I could just cover my cruisers. You are now healthy enough. Rejoin the fight. I think this will be all for this turn. Hopefully everyone will survive. And next turn we move a little bit farther to the east, when we will be able to spread out a bit more. Now, what are we gonna do with 11,000? How close are we to more upgrades? Yeah, now just waiting for penicillin. Won't be getting any upgrades. I think I'll just invest some money into buildings, honestly. We can get... There's even no point in getting, like... Even if we had, like, strategic resources, I wouldn't get more cruisers or ironclads. We just need some reserve so that we can start spamming submarines when we get to them. Okay, fine, let's end the turn. Make sure we don't miss any Russian units. I'm hoping now when Spain lost Salamanca, they'll just move back and won't try to attack our ships. Yep, great. And here's the golden age, so 24 happiness. And last time, that major drop in happiness actually happened when I moved the garrison away from Murcia. So let's see how bad the drop will be this time. 24 down to 23. Interesting. In the previous episode, it was from 5 to -7. I checked it on or in the video, and it was really, I moved the Fusileer away from the city and lost 12 happiness because of that. And this time it's only 1 happiness, so that is weird. Let's get this upgrade. Probably the last one that we need. Or maybe I'll even upgrade the Landsknecht in the city. I could even upgrade all our garrisons, to be honest. How expensive are the upgrades? 175. This one is 165. Let's at least do it in cities that could potentially be attacked. 1, 2. Okay, next turn we finish these upgrades. Maybe Alexandria could be attacked as well. It's only 165 gold, so we can definitely afford it. It's too far to be worked, so we don't have to buy a workboat for that. City connection, there is the golden age, and growth. So how does it look like? What is our problem? Actually, nothing specific. Let's just work another lumber mill, I would say. Those have a pretty decent yields. Aarhus. What we could do in Aarhus after we lock the new citizen. Do I want all that production? Or... okay, it doesn't affect the happiness, so I'll stick to the production, I think. But I'm gonna pay for the stock exchange. Actually, takes it down to 1 turn, so let's queue up the next building already. Thinking about coal refinery, is that would allow us to build some extra seaports. But it greatly increases poverty in our situation. We also get some archaeologists. I don't think I'm gonna build the refinery because as we are conquering more and more cities, eventually we will get some more coal somewhere. Chancery is a waste of time. Don't think we need arsenal. We definitely don't need hotels. We don't need any buildings. Fine, I'll just queue up archaeologists here. 1, 2, 3. Well, in 2 turns we get the hospital, so that's probably something we want to build. Fine, I'll just get rid of 2 of these. But I'll get at least 1. Now you can start fixing the tile, and you'll keep an eye on that Spanish Fusilier. Guys, we'll move north. I want to have some land units here. Okay. With all the Spanish units gone, how far do we want to move? Let's... Ah, come on, that was a misclick. Check Valencia. But it's just one corvette. Then there is the cannon. There's also a workboat that I could use next turn for healing. Fine, let's do it. I need to do some scouting here as well. It just disappeared. The field gun. It's not the big problem. If I moved all the way to Zaragoza, created a line, maybe here and behind the city, it just started the siege. There is a ship. How many hit points are you missing? It's exactly what we need. There's one more workboat near Zaragoza. Checking my ironclads, how many healthy ironclads we have. I'd like to get one more somewhere, but I don't see one. That kind of sucks. Didn't realize we had only 5, 6. Okay. You are almost healed, so let's move as well. You're gonna need replacements next turn, most likely. I'll move them this way so that I provide more targets for these land units. They don't, hopefully, all focus on just one unit. Are healthy enough as well. The rest needs some time. Okay. What do we have to destroy now? Some of these land units, that would be nice if we could get rid of maybe the musketmen and the cannon. Oh, wait, that is too far. I think our cruisers are just not fast enough for this. Or... okay, that's fine. It's not a kill, but it is a lot of damage. Maybe I can do it. Wait. p.36 and get that kill. Okay. Still have so many cruisers. This could be a bit of a problem, but I don't think that even 2 corvettes can destroy a cruiser. I think we should be fine. How many more do we have? 4? Okay, good. Fortify. I hope this wasn't too aggressive. There are some ships that are pretty exposed, but we know only about, what, 4 Spanish ships, and they are spread out pretty thin. Hopefully they just... or they're not fast enough to stack up and focus on just one target. Fortify. It's another worker just gonna sit somewhere in case we'll lose tile improvements. Can help with the last tile of the railroad. And I think I'm even gonna move most of our ironclads a little bit closer to the front line. Okay. Next. Let's see. Russia is not doing anything. We plundered the cargo ship I didn't even know about. Okay, so they are moving towards us, but it's fine. It's not that many ships. There is biology. know. Discover Malco. Yeah, we still don't know about quite a few city-states. We still don't have like half of the map explored, but we just don't have time for that. Okay, armory, what do we need next? Let's check happiness, still poverty. We go for a grocer. Or maybe it should go for constabulary. Yeah, that's with all the bonuses that we have for constabularies, that's the best building to build early. Windmill into. Let's go grocer. You are done with your constabulary. I'll get a windmill. And Alexandria. Yeah, that's the city that has problems with like everything, and I don't know why. Already paid for stock exchange. Checking the growth speed. I don't think we want to grow quickly, so I'll just get a little more gold. Fine. How does it look like down here now? Or maybe let's first check. There is something else that we have to worry about. Nope. And it seems that Shaka will really take Singapore in the end. It's taking quite a long time, but I think they'll be able to do it, especially now when they have frigates. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Well, this is easy. We want to have a complete control over all tiles around Zaragoza. And now I think we move the defensive line forward at least a bit. Yeah, I don't want to go into bombardment range of Santiago. Ah, come on. Okay, fine, let's do it this way. We'll at least stay out of range of the Gatling gun. to fortify as well. Here. Okay, so far so good. Now I want to take out the frigate. Oh wait, I didn't check how many movement points I still had left. We have one more ironclad. Oh. Hopefully they don't have enough damage. Destroy this one, but that's what? That's 4 corvettes. Well, we'll see what happens. Definitely a lot more aggressive here, but it seems that Spain is not spamming that many ships anymore. I just want to push them away from Zaragoza so that I can quickly siege it now. I'll just wait at least one turn with the Fusilier. Attacking would probably be a little too aggressive. We'll wait for the city to get a little bit lower. And that's 1100 hit points. Holy moly. 45. Oh, we also have the Fusilier. Okay, let's hit him. I think that's all attacks for this turn. Now the remaining upgrades. You are done. Okay, move back to Ulundi. Fortify. And now we end the turn and see if moving this aggressively was a bad idea. So, this ironclad is now pretty exposed. Russia. Russia is probably fighting Indonesia now. Hopefully we don't have to worry about their units at all. Seems that Spain is just retreating. And there is some coal. Okay, Santiago, that's our target. Because there is 7 coal here, which means you'll be able to build all the seaports that we need. We don't need seaports in all cities, only in like the most important ones. And 7 coal is definitely enough for that. I still think I want to go Zaragoza, Valencia, then Santiago, and then peace out. Or if the happiness allows us to keep going, sure, I wouldn't mind taking Barcelona as well during this war. Or, like, I wouldn't mind taking all these cities. But I think after we take Valencia, we may already have problems with Santiago, like happiness-wise. We peace out with at least someone. Florence. Sure. Checking if this affects the building times, but it doesn't. What I should probably do is just invest into buildings in our capital. Speed up the zoo, speed up the stock exchange, and the hospital. How many horses do we have? 6. So our capital will be the only city with agribusiness, most likely. Is there anything else? So let's invest into all these buildings while we have the money. But then Zaragoza is another 10,000 gold, so we just can keep investing and should be fine. Your problem. Let's get Opera House. Distress. Interesting. It's not poverty here, it's distress. It's because we are working all these specialist slots, but why am I working musicians? 13. Okay, so we want to finish the musician. That's another +3 happiness, and then I'll probably switch to writer. How does it look like with the scientist? 30. I think probably want to work all the specialist slots here. Yeah, that's 20 turns now. Okay, fine. Thing. I'll go for a hospital here first. Because the +5 food may help with the distress. Okay. Mm. Thinking where I should establish the defensive line. I think I'll move back a bit. Just play it safe. What I did previous turn was just too aggressive. Move back all the way. Let's start with our cruisers. Then I'll slowly reorganize everything. And we Just create a line here. Okay. 45. This is good enough. So this was like 500 damage in one turn. We are still not done. Okay, this looks much better than what we had on the previous turn. Now, the Fusiliers may be a bit exposed, but we don't see any frigates or cruisers. I'll even attack. Well, actually, maybe that's too much. I'll just play it as safe as possible. Okay, one more ironclad, but I think that will be our scout. We now have more than enough ships for the offensive, so let's use this one. Get some vision. Make sure we don't get flanked by Russia again. 45, 45. Let's upgrade the garrison in our capital as well. How expensive is this upgrade, for example? It's gonna be like 50 gold. 65, okay, fine. Oh, hey, what are you doing here? I hope I can stop this corvette before it gets to our cargo ships. It's not such a big problem replacing cargo ships with the money that we are getting, but it's still annoying. Okay. Next. Nope. Way too early for that. Yeah, I'll just keep an eye on this corvette. I just want to know where it's going. Make sure that I catch it next turn. Or at least, like, lock it in place. I can't destroy it. Yeah, it's heading for our cargo ships. And we have taken some damage, didn't lose anything. That's good enough. Now we have a great engineer. Question is what we're gonna do with him. Okay, perfect. I can... I can't... No, I can stop the Corvette. It can't sneak through. And... now I can just lock it in place. Next turn we will destroy it. Good. Catherine is secretly plotting against Isabel. That is interesting. Why would you do that? I don't think that means anything. Oh, but now we lost like half of our happiness because we lost some luxuries. And we can't get those back, that's a problem. Can we just capture some luxuries? Don't think so. At least it's gonna take a while. $13. Still 13. And why the hell are we not working the iron? Okay, that's a bad idea. What can we do about poverty? Harbor gives food and production, doesn't give gold. Oh, we don't have a bank? Well, that's easy then. You have your public school. Yeah, I have to build the zoo next. Every bit of happiness that I can get is still important. I'm hoping that the police state will be the solution for our problem. We get that before the end of Golden Age. So I'm very curious how much happiness we can get from that. If I can take in quite a lot of damage. How many hit points does this do? 375, so I'm pretty sure we can take the city on this turn. Let's start with that, I think. Okay. That's gonna be another puppet. We'll be getting like 4 to 5 unhappiness from every puppet, but I hope you'll be able to compensate for that. Yeah, look at those yields again. Now we can actually buy that writer. And this is why I hate puppeting cities. Look at that. They're just working on research. I don't mind getting more science, but I'm pretty sure there are buildings that these cities lost when we captured them, so I think it would be better to first rebuild at least the basic buildings and then start working on, I don't know, culture, research, whatever. Wow, I didn't expect this to be one shot. How many attacks do you still have? There's one. 45, 45. Style should be safe. Even for an ironclad in such bad shape. And actually, let's move some of our cruisers. Oh, you can still attack. 4, 5, 6, then I won't be able to move back. Or this is gonna work. There we go. And I think at least this ironclad is healthy enough. Okay, anything else? I will hide in the city. How are we doing down here? You kind of started moving. And you will move all the way here. Okay. Well, this looks good. Still have some more upgrades. Again, have 12,000, over 12,000 gold. Can definitely afford to do this. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think so. Here we have the Corvette, but we don't have coal to upgrade that yet. Good. Let's end the turn. I want to play one more turn, or at least pop the writer. Oh, hello. What do you want? I move my scouts away for 2 turns, and Russia is immediately moving in. Down to 1. But it's also the War Baron is going up. "16 hotels." Well, that's not gonna happen. Over there. Do we have a bank here? You. I'll just get some of the basics. Workshop. We are done with your archaeologist, so let's get quick hospital. Okay, first of all, 1, 3. You guys can start moving back and see what we can do with this ironclad. I hope it's just one random ironclad. Okay. We'll have to wait. I'll have to decide what I'm gonna do with all my workers. But what we really want is that right there. Get 10,000, so it's definitely enough. We are at 2 happiness. Now we get the police state. Now we are at 29. Okay, good. That gives us, again, some time that we can keep capturing more cities. I still have to be careful because when the Golden Age ends, we'll probably drop like 25 happiness. More or less, that's how it's always been. But that means even after the Golden Age ends, we are still above 0. So the plan is still to go for Valencia and Santiago. And then we will have to stop. But that means Spain will be left only with 5 cities. So they won't be able to rebuild their navy completely before the next war. At least I hope they won't be able to rebuild it completely. So next time it won't take that long to get through their defenses. Then it's Russia. 47 tags, we have 51, Russia has 50. Can keep up culture-wise. 20 cities, they have 14. Their vassals are just like 1,000 years behind. Where are they? There's the other one here. What is France doing, by the way? 30 tags. So France is 21 tags behind at this point. Okay. Actually, here we have a tile to repair. And we'll do the rest in the next episode. Actually, we get another writer in 3 turns, so it'll speed up the next social policy. That's also something I'll have to decide on. I actually don't know what we can get now. If there's a social, or not social policy, a tenet that would give us even more happiness. Because we should be able to get the next one in maybe like 15 turns with all the extra culture that we are getting when we are capturing cities. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good for now. As usual, I hope that you liked this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.